Hey everybody, Coach Tony here. We're going to go over real quick a review of our formations and talk about some new formations. So to begin with, formation rocket. This is our regular rocket formation. What we're going to notice about this formation is that the wide receivers are split out. Both wide receivers are split out to the edge of the field. The tight ends are both tight, meaning there are two tight ends and they are lined up next to the tackles on the line. This is a very heavy kind of running stance for a team. And this is going to be our standard formation, our rocket formation. Now, from here, the children need to know what the gaps are. The gaps are going to be when we call our plays, okay? So to review the players, we have wide receiver, tight end, tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle, tight end, wide receiver, quarterback or one back, running back or four back. Okay. Now, holes. When we call a play, we're going to say something like 41 or 47 or 46 or rocket 43, rocket 42, rocket 45. This is going to indicate who's getting the ball, the four back, right? That's the four out of the 45. And then the five hole is where the ball is going. That communicates to everybody who's getting the ball and where the hole that we are trying to create should be made. So that will tell them which direction to push the defender that is in front of them. Okay, so let's go over the holes. First of all, odds all go to the left. So 1, 3, 5, and 7. The 1 is between the guard and the center. The 3 is between the tackle and the guard. The 5 is between the tight end and the tackle, and the 7 is outside the tight end. Now, for the right-hand side of the ball, we have 2 between the guard and center, 4 between the guard and tackle, 6 between the tackle and tight end, and finally 8 on the outside of the tight end. Now, you might be asking yourself, what would this sound like or what would this look like if we were to call this? And let's say we said 46. We're going to run rocket 46. That means that the ball is going to be hiked to the quarterback. The quarterback is going to step to his right. The running back is going to make a direct line through the 6 hole. This tackle is going to block this person, and this tight end is going to block that defensive end, hopefully opening that hole right there through the 6 gap. Okay, everybody else would block straight forward. Now, that's an example of our holes, our play calling, and our blocking. Let's go ahead and take a look at a new formation. This new formation is called power. Power is going to indicate that we are going to overload one side of the ball, meaning that that side of the ball is going to have more offensive players than defensive players. So we should have an advantage when it comes to blocking. Okay, that's the reason that we would do this. This is a running formation. Occasionally you would pass or run a counter or something out of it if you were trying to be sneaky. But for the most part, this is going to be a straight up running position for us or formation for us. Okay, so let's talk about the changes. What's different? Well, the tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle, your general offensive lineman, nothing is changing. They're going to line up exactly how they always do. The tight end on the right-hand side in power right is going to line up how he always does. However, the left tight end is going to shift from the left side of the ball, and the left wide receiver is going to shift from the left side of the ball. So what it would look like when we come out of the huddle is instead of running over here, this tight end is going to run and line up right there. And instead of running over here, this wide receiver is going to line up directly behind that tight end. Once again, this is to create some type of overload on this side of the field so that we have more offensive players than defensive players, and hopefully we can run behind it for an advantage. Okay? So what would a play look like from this position? Ideally, we would try to run through this hole or this hole in power. These are the two holes that give us an advantage. So that would be 2, 4, 6. Let's go ahead and label them. We're on the right-hand side of the ball, so the first hole is 2, second hole is 4, third hole is 6, and then the 8 hole is outside the first tight end. Okay, so we would say run power right 46. Power right 46. The quarterback would take the snap, take a step towards the 6 hole. The running back would run directly through the hole. The tackle is blocking straight up. Tight end is blocking straight up. And then this wide receiver is helping, and this tight end can peel off and go get a linebacker. Okay, so that is our running scheme for power right. That is our formation for power right. Let's go ahead and take a look at power left. This is power left now. What we've seen is the offensive linemen are in their same positions. The quarterback and running back are in their same positions. And the left-hand side of the ball is all the same. The wide receiver goes to the left. The left tight end lines up regular. However, in power left, the opposite side and tight end is now, and the opposite side wide receiver are now going to flip to the other side of the field. So the tight end is going to come directly over. Wide receiver is going to go directly behind him. This is now giving us an advantage on the left-hand side of the ball. Left-hand side of the ball holes are odd, so that would be 1, 3, 5, and 7. Okay. What would it look like if we were to call a play? It would be power left 45, power left 47. The blocking, once again, this defensive end is probably going to line up outside the first tight end. This guy's going to line up more on the tackle. This tackle is going to take that tackle. This tight end, these two tight ends are going to double team that defensive end and try to push him this way. This wide receiver is going to come up and help, and this tight end is going to peel off and go get a linebacker. The running back is going to go right through either the 5 hole or through the 7 hole, depending on what we see is weak on the other team. Okay. That's our gap assignments. That's our holes. That's our play calls for power left and power right.